Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 15th of January 2022. Yesterday I put out that video talking about Javid saying that the V passports are going to be kind of withdrawn, and the overwhelming kind of comment that I got under that video was kind of along the lines of, yeah, right, I'll believe it when I see it. And to be honest with you, I just saw that news and I wanted to bang the video out really quickly. So it was only about, whatever it was, a minute and a half long, and I had to get off to work. So I just about managed to get the word out, but without really putting my own comment on it. And what my comment is yeah, I do agree with you. I will only believe it when I see it. And I'll only believe that the narrative is really collapsing when I see the whole care home worker thing kind of U-turned upon, and when I see the November Hotel Sierra worker thing U-turned on as well by this sort of awful government. So I'm under no illusions, believe you me, and I am kind of adamant that I will be keeping vigilant, because if there's one thing that this last 2 years has taught me, is just how easily freedom, democracy, etc. can be taken away by the powers that shouldn't be. And even if this does go away right now, not only have we got to remain vigilant, but we've also got to do all we can to make sure that this never ever happens again. And we can only do that by exposing the whole agenda and gradually kind of dismantling the powers that shouldn't be and all of their kind of wealth centres and power structures, which I think will be happening in the coming months and years. And I do think, unlike many of those comments who are just saying, oh yeah, it's just smoke and mirrors, I do think that the way the powers that shouldn't be are retreating is through genuine fear. I think they're seeing the pushback, and they're seeing things like, I don't know if you've heard of Mark Sexton and sort of Dr. Sam, their kind of thing that they're doing with the Metropolitan Police, in particular Hammersmith CID. But basically just before Christmas they got the CID at Hammersmith Police Station to open up this case, and there are a few police working on this now, and so much so that there is actually a case number 6029679/21, and there are some lawyers as well involved with this, and one of them is a lady called Lois Bayliss at Broad Yorkshire Law, who is collecting evidence currently on well, things like what I reported on yesterday with Ralph. So if you've had any kind of events from a certain treatment, she is inviting you to contact her and submit any evidence that you've got, which you can do at Lois Bayliss at broadyorkshirelaw.co.uk. That's their email address. So that's LoisBayliss, all one word, no dots or spaces in there, at broadyorkshirelaw.co.uk. So if you want to do that and get even more evidence compiled for these people, I'm sure they'll welcome it. But they've already got so much compelling evidence, and more of it coming in every day, that apparently the Metropolitan Police are being forced to kind of take this seriously, and they are, as I say, beginning to get a few more officers onto the case, and this could well be one of the reasons why the powers that shouldn't be are running scared, and people like Van Tam are leaving the sinking ship, and why Javed is suddenly backpedaling sort of hard. So purposes of this video is to kind of make you acquainted with this kind of police investigation, which is real, and it is real because, as I say, people like Mark Sexton and a lot of other people are making sure that the police are not only aware of this and aware of all the evidence, but that they're kind of sort of nipping at their heels, as it were, to make sure they do investigate it properly and that they do take it seriously. And that seems like it's the case, as they've said in their various reports that I see every week. Yeah, there are elements in the police who are going to try and bury this, but there are other elements in there who are a bit more, whose moral compasses, shall we say, are a bit more aligned, properly aligned, and there's good people there who are starting to take this seriously and want to push forward with it. And just going to end this video on the another point which I don't think a lot of people have probably considered, including me, until relatively recently. And I probably don't help it, the situation, when I refer to the powers that shouldn't be, because when you come out with phrases like that, it kind of puts a picture in your brain, doesn't it, that they are kind of a solid, united edifice, kind of working in perfect harmony and tandem against us. Well, if you've got any kind of knowledge of how humans operate, I think you can sort of tell that that's very much not the case. There are people who are in disagreement on their side. There'll be infighting, and there'll be a lot of conflicting interests, and that's what's going on, very much like the Nazis during the Second World War. I think on our side we thought they were a united edifice, but it turns out that you know, people like Goering hated Goebbels, and everyone hated Bormann, and there was a lot of infighting, both at that highest level and also all the way down as well. And that is sort of one of the reasons why things came apart for them, I think. And rest assured, the same kind of thing will be happening within their ranks right now. And hopefully you can take a bit of comfort on that and draw a bit of strength from that. So, not saying this is over by any stretch of the imagination, and I will be sort of doing what I can to fight the powers that shouldn't be for many months, possibly many years to come, and I'm quite happy and willing to step up to the plate. But I'm going to take good news when I see it, and kind of hope that we can build on that. Hope that people like Mark Sexton, with this kind of investigation, police investigation, can build upon it as well. And I am sensing, as I've heard Mark Devlin saying in a couple of his recent videos, 2022 is going to be a vastly different year to 2021. So I'll leave it there for now, and be back tomorrow. Tim from Fairplay now. Thanks for watching.